Gee, I wonder what this video is about. I got some video posted here. Another... Am I reading this right? Another Texas chainsaw... Oh, no. No. What's this about? Let me see. Ah, puto la carajo.
Sorry, folks. I can just barely hear my friend Efrey screaming and bashing his head through the wall.
I wish I could.
Over and over again.
Bullshit. So bullshit.
And he's using Spanish words.
That's right. Palabras que no
in Spanish.
Yeah. Ma puto la carajo.
Calling someone a puto.
That's right. So, anyway, I just saw Matt's little video there. I seen it before. I just wanted to get my reaction. Ma puto la carajo. Dañando ese público de ese clásico de la Texas Chainsaw Massacre. ¿Por qué hagan eso de acá? That's it. La primera publicada más mejor. Yeah, bullshit. I'm sorry, but I go back to the English. I'm sorry. But, you know, another Texas Chainsaw reboot. Now, of course, we get to scratch our head and ask the same question. Why? Why? These movies, I mean, it's not like these films really make any goddamn money. Maybe with the exception of, you could say, well, this movie, this made some money. Because we got a prequel that we didn't need, but I could watch. Like, if I knew how to edit it, if I knew how to find movies from websites or whatnot, I would edit that film with this film together. Make it one big long 2-hour Chainsaw Massacre. I would do it that way and start trimming stuff from there to make it move a little more faster. Because that one has a little bit more practical effects, the 2006 film. This one has the better cast and whatnot and better comeuppance on Leatherface. And I don't mind the 2003 film. I think it's very underrated film, very overlooked. It gets a lot of shit it doesn't deserve. Of course, the original, the classic, the best. Of course, the very underrated sequel, which I do enjoy. And of course, it's not the true unrated cut, I understand, but this holds a special place in my heart because it's my favorite, and plus it was the first one I was introduced to. And that's where it ends. Because the 1994 film, whether you want to call it a sequel, a prequel, a requel, whatever the fuck it is, a changed sequel, or whatever, it was a piece of shit. I did a rant and commentary on that piece of shit a long time ago. It's utter piece of shit. Fucking disgraceful. And I got Shout Factory treatment. Fuck you. 2003 film, not that bad. 2006 film, did we need it? No. But that has good practical effects. You know, I know there's stupid shit in there, but I could watch it as a popcorn movie. Like I said, if I could edit that to the 2003 movie, make it like one long movie, because that could make that end there and then fill in a gap somewhere with the little bit of the thing in the beginning of the 2003 remake, smash it together, I could make it a longer movie and such. But then that's it. Because then we ended up with a shitty direct sequel to the original, which you didn't need, Texas Chainsaw 3D, aka Texas Chainsaw 3 Dicks. Oh, the Sawyers were innocent. No, they were innocent. That's it. This lynch mob that came in there and fucked them all up. This big family that just came out of left fucking field. I guess they were taking a shit all throughout the whole events of the fucking first film. They were taking a shit somewhere or hiding somewhere or whatnot. And then lynch mob comes in there, fucks them all up. You get very lousy characters and shit. Leatherface, that's why he's not called a massacre, because Leatherface doesn't hardly kill anybody. He kills one guy on a hook, which that's why one practical effect you see in the film. Then that's it. You have a chance of him being at a fair, state fair. Leatherface would go ape shit, fuck up everybody. No. People don't even acknowledge him being there. Like, oh great, it's that Sawyer guy again. Pass me the popcorn. And that's it. Then this whole stupid shit. She finds out she's related to Leatherface, and she becomes a serial killer and all this other stuff. Oh, but they didn't have their day in court. The due process, innocent until proven guilty. They had a house full of skeletons and a lampshade full of somebody's skin. They were cutting off people's dicks and making barbecue out of them, for God's sakes. That's not a ballpark, Franks. They don't plump when you cook them. It's bull and shit. Arm and puto. That's it. The movie is Más Puto, de carajo. It should be called that. Texas Chainsaw, Más Puto. That's it. It doesn't end there. That movie got a follow-up only because it had a big opening weekend. That was it. But then, soon as the second week came up, it dropped. It dropped like a fucking testicle. It did. It dropped. And that was R.V. Lerner doing that. I remember Millennium did that movie. Then they made it worse. They did it, I guess, another reboot or another prequel called Leatherface, which was basically they ripped off Devil's Rejects. And then doing stupid, trying to do misleading things. We see a big fat guy who's in a mental institution. We think that Leatherface? No. It's this pretty boy who's Leatherface. Because he gets shot in the face and goes crazy and deranged. Cuts off the lead girl's head off. Then you got this wannabe Mickey and Mallory people. They get killed. And you get downbeat ending. It's over now. The stupid song. Steven Dorff, the only guy likable in the film, he gets killed. Because anyone goes after the Sawyer family, they're evil. I'm like, these people are evil. But it doesn't end there. And that didn't go to the theater. I went to VOD and I saw that piece of shit. It's a piece of shit. I rented that a long time ago. I think, what was it, back in, I want to say maybe 2017? I think I remember I yelled about that film. I think it might be my worst of 2017. It's a piece of shit. I saw that movie. I did not like it. But now they don't want to let it go. And it's not R.V. Lerner. Apparently, it's Fidel Alvarez. Mira, primo. Déjese publicar quieto, okay? This guy, all he's done is the Evil Dead remake or whatever. Which I saw it was there for its gore and whatnot. If friends of mine don't like the film, I can understand. I mean, I didn't have a big attachment to Evil Dead franchise. I have a bigger attachment to these films. I have an attachment more to this franchise, to Nightmare on Elm Street, to Friday 13th. I have an attachment to these franchises. I got attachment to. You know, and that was a big hit. People forgot about that. His Evil Dead remake was a big hit. What happened? Nothing. Nothing. No sequel, nothing. That's what people don't understand. You remake a movie, you don't always get follow-ups. Always, you don't get them. The Friday 13 reboot from 2009, I enjoyed that one. That was a good movie. I loved that. Saw that in theater. It was a lot of fun. That made money, but thanks to backlash of fans complaining about, I don't like the traps. 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 Everybody yelling about they don't like traps and everything like that and such. Or they wanted Kane Hodder as Jason again or whatnot. They didn't want a human Jason or something like that. And no, we're not doing a follow-up to that. Nightmare on Elm Street remake was a piece of shit. Plain and simple. But once again, made a lot of money. In the first weekend, it dropped. It blew up like Freddy did and Freddy's Dead. So shit. These remakes don't make money. They don't. They make money for a one weekend cash grab. That's it. They get the money. Everybody pats themselves on the ass. We got a hit. No, you don't. You got a cash grab. That's all you got. It's bullshit. Bunch of fucking nonsense. Fidel Alvarez, he's not directing. He's only producing it. And some new motherfuckers are doing this. Everybody who comes with Texas Chainsaw Massacre to these films, they always say the same fucking thing. Like the twin bitches who did the Leatherface film, even though I heard they were fucked with behind the scenes, it made no difference. The movie still sucked. I'm sorry you got fucked with behind the scenes. The movie still sucks balls, okay? Texas Chainsaw 3 Dicks, I barely remember who was behind that film. The only thing I remember about that film, it had a lot of writers, and one of them was Adam Marcus. And from what I understand, he showed up on the Blu-ray or the DVD talking shit. Oh, but the Sawyers didn't have their day in court. Once again, why do they need a day in court if they got skeletons hanging up? They got people's dicks in a grill. They got an eyewitness who survived to fuck the skin off her ass. Hysterical and shit. What are you gonna say? Someone planted all that shit in their house? We weren't doing goddamn nothing. We were just messing, friends. We were just messing. We weren't doing nothing. We offered some franks, some pork sausages. Why they're long like that? They're extra long. What's that thing around it? Oh, that's nothing. Look like foreskin. I don't know about that, but that's just the skin from the pig. That's all. Gives it more flavor. Try some. Oh, this bullshit. And the stupid shit with the script and everything like that. Leatherface gets away in the end. He gets away in the end in these movies now. He don't die in the end. People might say the same thing. What about this? Or what about the ending to this? Well, technically he did get killed here, but since this was the way we hated, this got ignored. Now it has a fan base now, and then they retconned it with this. There is no continuity with it, unless you want to count the first two films. That's it. There is no continuity. Or maybe the 2003 film and the 2006 prequel. That's about it. Check Change All 3 Dicks does not connect to that Leatherface film. At least I don't believe so. Besides being the same fucking producer, R.V. Lerner. Stick to your action movies. Leave the horror franchise alone. I already fucked up Day of the Dead as well. That was the film that needed a reboot, but, you know, you fucked it up. It's all bullshit. Todo más puto de carajo. Oh, this writer knows what the fans want. You know what the fans want? Fuck you, leave it alone. That's what the fans want. Want to fuck off. Okay? You had opportunity to do these movies and you blew it. You blew it. You blew it. They want to try to get this Halloween 2018 movie money. It's not going to happen. They're not going to get away with it. They're not going to do it. They tried to do that with Terminator. Dark Fate, remember? Putting James Cameron's name into it. Putting the Hamilton back in there. And such. What happened with that? It bombed. And it's a piece of shit, too. Now, one good person had anything nice to say about Dark Fate. Including me. I yelled, that was my number one worst film of the year. And now they add it again with this Texas Chainsaw. Leave it alone. You're not going to bring anything special to it. What else could you do with these films? You are not going to be as scary or gritty or brutal as this movie. You are not going to be as goofy or silly as this movie. You will not try to be a slasher film like they did with this movie and this movie. And what you did with 2006 film. What else could you do? Are you going to make Leatherface in space? Like Ridley Scott wanted to do, remember? I want to make Texas Chainsaw Massacre in space. That's why he did Alien. You going to do that? For that, you might as well rip off the idea. That's it. Take a note from Dead Space. They had a scene there with somebody or part there with a laser chainsaw fucking up people. Do something like that. That's all. A lot of these reboots, they don't get much follow-up. Like if you think about, okay, even as much as I love this film, the 2006 remake of The Hills Have Eyes. It's a wonderful movie. It's, okay, shot for shot, you could say, of the 1977 film, which was a piece of shit. But at least in the third act, it's much different. Because it's like a vigilante revenge film. Aaron Stanford, aka Matt, did a wonderful job kicking ass. Why not? Beautiful music by Taman Dandy, I believe. Good direction by Alejandro Aja. Okay. Didn't need a sequel. It got one. I was not a fan of. It did not hold up. I know Matt doesn't mind it, but I did not care for that one. Okay. What else do we get reboot-wise? Okay. We got... Well, Rob Zombie's Halloween. Sadly, that didn't hold up for me. And then the sequel made it worse. Thanks to the sequel, that's why the 2007 film did not hold up. And I destroyed the disc on camera. Remember that video? And whatnot. Halloween 2018. I saw that in the theater. And I did it because Matt paid for me to see it. Thank you, Matt, for that. And I flat out hated the film. I thought it was the most overrated fucking film of 2018. To me, I saw that film done better back in 1998, called H2O. Oh, with multiple masks. I could deal with it compared to the shit that was in that movie. Okay, you had a good mask, but everything else was shit. Comedy that wasn't funny. Okay, some decent little bits of gore, but that's about it. Nothing much to it. Fucking Jamie Lee Curtis is not playing Laurie Strode, playing Sarah Connor. That became a big hit because everybody was hungry for a Halloween movie. And they said, oh, it's going to be one movie. Then it became Halloween Kills. And then Halloween Fucks. Oh, I'm sorry, Halloween Ends. These stupid titles. Same directors coming back. Same writers are coming back. John Carpenter's probably still MCing it. Jamie Lee Curtis probably will be back. Wouldn't be surprised if she comes back. Jamie Lee Curtis got anything better to fucking do. I don't think she's doing those yogurt commercials anymore. What do they call that? Those green yogurt thing. I forgot the name of it. The Atlanta or some shit, or Yoplait or something. I don't know. She was a spokesman for that yogurt thing for a while and such and everything. But Matt made a great video. He did a wonderful job with it. I mean, I agree 100%. I know he was predicting I'll be angry. Of course I'm angry. I am angry. But also there were some other ones in the works. Some sequels and another reboot I want to talk about. Well, it turns out also a Thing reboot is in the works again. It's like we didn't have enough of the 2011 goddamn movie, really. Which I fucking hate it. Well, they're doing another one, but they want to do a mashup in which they want to take John Carpenter's movie and Howard Hawks' original film and some elements that was in Who Goes There in another book called Frozen Hell and somehow throw that into a blender and make a Thing film. Yeah, that's what I think of it. That's right. It's a fart. That's what I think of it. Hope you heard it. I say, cover your nose. It stinks. That's what I think of it. It's all bullshit. It's all my bullshit. My shit. My shit on the big screen with big budget will be much better to watch than this goddamn reboots. They want to do another one. Why? You are not going to get better than 1982 film. In the world right now, we have a lot of digital effects. We don't have much practical effects. We don't. If any practical effects that are being used are very shittily done, or they're done with digital. That's what happened with the 2011 movie. Remember, it got pushed back, and it bombed when it came out. It made no money. I saw that. I still don't care for the fucking film at all. And they want to reboot that. So that's another bullshit there. And then I know also another reboot they're talking about is a new Silent Hill movie. I barely remember, I think, the 2006 film. I believe it was 2006. Now, I did not play the games. I know the 2006 film has some creepy images in there, but from what I read about or I looked up on the game, it's supposed to be a lead guy. Christoph Gans is behind this. He wants to do this film. I'm like, no. I want somebody else better. Like, they say a big influence behind Silent Hill was Jacob's Ladder. How about Adrian Lang? Adrian Lang to do a Silent Hill film? Wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know if he's still working, that is, if he ain't retired. Or maybe get the guy who did that movie The Cell. Get that director. It seems like he has good imagination. I seen The Cell a long time ago. I remember not minding it. Silent Hill film would be a great idea. I would say maybe give Chuck Russell a crack at it. And such. I don't know, maybe. Or get the guy who did Deliver Us from Evil. Was it Scott Derrickson, I believe? Who did Doctor Strange? Be nice to give him a crack at Silent Hill. Many other directors I want to see get a crack at it. It's that, besides Christoph Gans. Now, I didn't play the games, so I have no big attachment to it. But I think with the right director and the right cast, the right tone, the right people behind the scenes, you can do it. Christoph Gans does not impress me. I'm sorry, he doesn't. He did Brotherhood of the Wolf, which I've been avoiding like a fucking rash. Because I heard about what happened to Mark DeCasco's character, and I didn't want to see it. And for some reason I want to think, no, but that's a different... Oh, he did Crying Freeman, which I thought was okay. I haven't seen it in years. I remember when I did see it. I was like, it was okay. It was alright. The ending saves the film. The fight that Mark DeCasco has with the samurai sword and everything like that. Okay. messed up. Oh man. Oh man. So he wants to do a Silent Hill reboots. I don't know why and such. I mean, does anyone really give a fuck about these video game movies now? I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog, as I talked to you guys, is coming out this weekend, I believe. I know, I'm not too sure about it, but I do know, okay, the director listened to fans about the backlash, about the way Sonic looked, and I appreciate the fact that the studio, along with the people connected with Sega, who own the character, teamed up together and did the redesign, pushed the movie back, because it was supposed to come out originally, I think, sometime in November, but then it got pushed back because of the redesign, which worked. Now, the movie can still suck balls, though, and whatnot, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. I know my cousins are interested in giving it a shot. Maybe, if they're interested, they want to go. Can I be opening weekend, though? Maybe we could do something. I don't know. We'll see what happens and such. But I'll talk to them about it if they want to go to the theater. If not, it's all right and such. But you got that reboot in the works, and then we got sequels that they're planning that nobody wants or nobody's asking for, which has been done before. Like one sequel that they've been talking about is Lethal Weapon 5. I'm getting too old for this shit. Man, I ain't getting too old for this shit. They've been talking about Lethal Weapon 5 for about, what, 10 years on and off? And such. They were talking about Lethal Weapon 5. I remember when, what was it, Mel Gibson wasn't having luck finding jobs. They were talking about that. But even back in those days, you know, Danny Glover was just too old. The fourth film, whether you hate it or not, ended everything. And I'm a guy that loves the first two films. The third film was not that bad. I could watch the third film as a time waster. I would say I like the third film a little bit more than the fourth film. The fourth film just feels like it's very crowded and whatnot. I mean, really the best of the best is the first movie. The second one is my favorite. The third one, I don't mind. But I know Matt mentioned something about things he didn't like about the second film, about the pacing. Not pacing, but about the tone. That's kind of a little bit the way I feel about third film. And plus it was the start of the extending cast in a way. Because it was just Murtaugh and Riggs. Then became Murtaugh, Riggs, and Leo. Then Murtaugh, Riggs, Leo, and Lana. Then when you get to the fourth film, you got Murtaugh, Riggs, Leo, and Chris Rock, and then Lana. So then it became bigger. What are you going to do here? Danny Glover is past his prime. Literally. He's done those movies with Danny Trejo, for God's sake. Those badass movies, those sequels, which didn't hold up too well for me. I think I gave the disc to Matt a long time ago, I remember correctly. I had the first two films on a 2-pack disc. I didn't mind the first film. It's a time waster. I don't think you needed a franchise with that. Then they made it to a buddy film, adding Danny Glover into there. Then they had stock footage from old Carrico movies, which... Then they did a third film with John Amos joined the cast. And such. I know Danny Glover, he shows up, him and Danny DeVito, once again, teams with somebody named Danny. They show up in, what is it? They show up in the new Jumanji film and whatnot. But they're not doing much. It's just The Rock and Kevin Hart are doing impressions on them. So what are they doing? Just picking up a goddamn check, pretty much. But they want to do it. Richard Donner, he's past his prime. He's almost 80-something. And I don't know anything he's directed since he did it before, really? What he did that one, what is it, 16 Blocks, which was okay. But Most Death's performance is what lies the problem with that film. Bruce Willis is great in it, but Most Death's performance is the biggest problem with the film, in my humble opinion. So that was the last thing I remember that Richard Donner directed, really. Like, could this maybe work? I don't know. Maybe if Mel Gibson was the senior officer and you have to deal with somebody who's a younger version of Riggs, Like, I don't know who you would get. Maybe Chris Evans, because he ain't doing nothing now. Captain America is done. You can stick a fork with him. He's done like dinner. So, but I see Chris Evans attached himself to that. I know at one point everybody wanted to see Chris Hemsworth. Like when I was talking of rebooting Lethal Weapon, at one point they wanted Chris Hemsworth as Riggs. That'd be fun, Chris Hemsworth. But I thought that Chris Hemsworth, after Men in Black International, which I don't think that did that well. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, and then he did that. He was in that Vacation sequel, reboot sequel, I guess. It's a sequel because I know Chevy Chase and Barry D'Angelo out there. They're playing themselves and playing the characters from the other movies. So they're there. So it is a sequel and whatnot. And plus the Ghostbuster 2016. So he's dying to get something on the side besides just these Marvel films. I guess he's thinking ahead and shit. He's so dying to be a comedian, be funny and shit. He's kind of the reason why Ragnarok was the way it was, and pretty much why these latest Avenger movies are becoming fucking comedies now. They're not funny at all. Like if it's someone like that, like all of a sudden Mel Gibson is like almost like dealing with a younger version of himself, maybe. Or they're gonna do this whole thing with, well, it's Riggs' son. You're gonna play that game? Because his son was born, was it 98, 97? So he would be what? Maybe 20, 21 by now? Yeah, I guess they're gonna cast a fresh actor. I don't know how they're gonna do this shit. I don't know. I don't care and such. I think Mel Gibson did a film with Vince Vaughn. What was it? Now sometime last year. I forgot the name of it though. This is that same director he did. What was it? Brawl and Cell Block something. Old Vince Vaughn got all the awards for, or all the notice for, or whatnot. That had the shitty ending with Don Johnson in it. That same director, I think Mel Gibson is playing it straight. He's actually got a big mustache. He's the older cop. And Vince Vaughn's the younger cop. So didn't they sort of do that already? And the only reason Lethal Weapon 5 is in the talks again, because thanks to Bad Boys for Life, which still making a lot of money. I think even it made money this past weekend. I know it went up against Birds of Prey, which I heard is getting retitled now to Harley Quinn, which they should have did in the first fucking place. But I doubt a retitling is going to save the film, because I know that didn't do so well. It had a $90-something budget, but it only made 70-something and whatnot. Maybe because nobody liked it, Suicide Squad. So really, who gave a fuck about Harley Quinn? And why does Harley Quinn need a fucking team? You can just have Harley Quinn by her damn self, or no? We need a team. A bunch of girls kicking ass. And Rosie Perez, who's fucking annoying. She stuck to her fucking nose. Cause you lose. You know, I don't like the blues. Because she talks to her nose. So that made a lot of money. I'm gonna bet that's why they want to think about, oh, let's listen to Lethal Weapon. They're too old. You remember how they used to say that back in 2006 about Stallone and Bruce Willis and all these guys trying to come back, or even they used to make fun of Liam Neeson. Even though Liam Neeson at that time wasn't that old, but they would make fun of that. They're too old. Nowadays, you can make that argument make more sense. Stallone is too old. Arnold is too old. Bruce is too old. Mel Gibson, as another weapon? No. As Max, yes. Max Rakatansky, yes, in the wasteland for over 30 years. That would have made more sense to me. But Mel Gibson probably didn't want to do it because he didn't want to be stuck in the desert for all those months. That's probably why. Dealing with the desert. I wouldn't miss if that's the case. That's why they got Tom Hardy. Like if Mel Gibson was in Fury Road, I guarantee I would never have no problems with Fury Road if it was Mel Gibson. But I don't know why they decided to do this stupid shit and put Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy was terrible. He was terrible as Venom. He's terrible as Max. He was terrible as Bane. That's 3 strikes and you're out. So I got a mark in my hand. That's one sequel they're talking about. Another one I can end this with, Indy 5. Why? But Harrison Ford wants to do it. Harrison Ford is in his, late 70s? There's not even a script ready yet. By the time all that gets said and done, how long do we really have Harrison Ford for? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we don't know what can happen to Harrison Ford. Really. He got injured doing the making of fucking The Force Awakens, for God's sake. He's lucky he didn't get fucked up there. He wants to do it because it's his favorite character, which is true. Over the years, even when you look at behind the scenes stuff from back in the day, on set videos or whatnot, being on set with Spielberg or the cast, or whatever, he's always a lot of smiles. He's always in the greatest spirits. You know, he would rather talk about Indy all day long than ever mention Han Solo. He hates Han Solo. He wanted Han Solo dead in Return of the Jedi until they said no. He got his wish for Force Awakens. That's why it was a shitty deal what they gave him. Now Indy 5. Everybody and their mother, away from my friends, hates this film. They don't like Indy 4. I love this film a lot. I saw this in theater with my cousin back in 2008. It was a fun time in theater. I don't think she looks back fondly on this film. She liked to go into the movies, don't get me wrong. We had a good time and whatnot, going to the movies and whatnot. But I think nowadays she probably won't talk much about this film, which is too bad. But to each his own, it's alright. But I love this film a lot. My favorite is, I would say, Last Crusade, Temple of Doom, and then Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then Crystal Skull. I don't mind Raiders of the Lost Ark. I don't. I reviewed all the indie films on the channel. But they've been talking about this for a long time. At one point, there was talks of Chris Pratt doing it. Then there was one point, there was talks of he has a daughter. And some way, shape, or form, she's going to be given more work to do than him because he's old and he can't do much. Let me guess. Is it going to be Daisy Ridley? Because it's, you know, it's history repeating itself. We got this minor character from Star Wars, and now they put this character front and center. They got this actor who was in Star Wars. Let's give the character something that they can be adventurous with. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Daisy Ridley. Watch, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Especially if Kathleen Kennedy's behind it, or Disney's behind it. Or if Spielberg and George Lucas want to do this. Which they did a wonderful job with Indy 4. I don't get all the fucking hate. Oh, nuke the fridge. Oh yeah? What about this new bullshit with Fast 9? Huh? Tarzan car. I'm gonna call that. Tarzan car. The car with the nitrous and the graphite that swings like Tarzan. Tarzan car. So I'm gonna call that. You have nuke the fridge, jump the shark, Tarzan car. That's when you know the franchise is in trouble. What else could they do with Indy? The first movie, Ark of the Covenant. Second movie, about a cult with Kalima. That's it. Right? The third film, The Holy Grail. The fourth film, Aliens. Where else could you go with Indy? Where? What are you going to talk about? What else could you do with Indy? It's not like these type of films make any money. Tomb Raider bombed. The reboot, it bombed. National Treasure? They keep talking about doing another one, but not anytime soon. I barely remember the first movie. I know I heard good things about it. I mean, I barely remember it. The sequel I never seen, because I thought the first one was like, it was okay. That's it. I've seen Nicolas Cage do better films with Jerry Bruckheimer, in my humble opinion. Like The Rock and Con Air. I did revisit, what was it, Gone in 60 Seconds. Sadly, that didn't hold up too well for me. I noticed a lot of problems, especially with the pacing, with the director, Dominic Senetta, who doesn't know how to pace an action film. And I like the way his movies look. I thought Simon West and Michael Bay did a better job in that genre than Dominic Senetta. Plus, I didn't care for Swordfish either. I know he would later work with Nicolas Cage again on another movie, which I forgot the name of that one. I think, was it A Season of the Witch? I could be wrong. I think it was. I think, yeah, it was Season of the Witch. Which I heard nothing but bad things about. I've never seen it though. So Indy 5, why? Like I mentioned all these films, why? Well, in Spanish, ¿por qué? Is the people behind the scenes really that fucking stupid? They don't want to take chances with anything new and fresh? We need a name. We need a brand name. Whatever happened to that Hungry Hungry Hippo idea that we're going to do? Remember that? From a few years back? They wanted to make a movie of Hungry Hungry Hippo. It was going to be like the Robot Chicken sketch. Okay. Or whatnot. But no, they won't do it that way. It'll be an animated thing with a lot of dick jokes and fart jokes and dick jokes and pussy jokes and pussy fart jokes and queefs and bukkake jokes and stupid jokes. The power of hippo will compel you. Something like that. They'll throw Melissa McCarthy in there and Leslie Jones and fuck everything. I'm already wearing thing with Melissa McCarthy. I really am. She is becoming like Adam Sandler to me. I'm wearing thing with Melissa McCarthy. I'm already almost up to here with Melissa McCarthy and whatnot. But anywho, I don't know. I mentioned the Thing reboots, of course, the Chainsaw and stuff. To me, it's just these movies, and that's it. Okay, with Lethal Weapon, there's the 4 films. That's it. With the Thing, there's the '82 movie, and then there's the 1951 Howard Hawks. That's it. Okay. Silent Hill. You give it to a right director besides Christoph Gans? Maybe. And you put a cast in it and some budget in there and some writing and actually get somebody who knows the fucking games? Hell, you know what I want to see? Who I want to see do Silent Hill reboot? I'm going to say it right here, right now. Matt. You. That's right, you. You played the games. You know how to do it. You can do it. That's right. That's it. Come on, do it. Do it now. You can do it. Matt can do a Silent Hill movie. That's it. Get him to do it. He's played the games. He knows it at the back of his hand. He could do it. Him and Michael King. Get both of them together. Michael King's got the cameras and the connections. You guys team up. You guys make the movie. A Michael King, Rambo Rock production. That's it. Silent Hill. That's it. The real one. That's what you put on the title. Silent Hill. The real one. And in the bottom line, fuck the others. That's it. In the bottom tagline. That's it. You can't use that. The hell with the others. That's it. They could do Silent Hill. That's all. So Indy 5, no, sorry. 4 films is all you needed. It had a perfect ending. I know Harrison Ford wants to do it, but someone got to Harrison Ford. Well, sorry. You know, you did 4 films. The 4th film, everybody and their mother hates it. What are you gonna do? Make the 4th film never happen? That's what they buy one. I would not be surprised if that's the case. Would not be surprised. Watch. It's a direct sequel to the 3rd movie. Or, no, it's a direct sequel to Raiders. No, Last Crusade, Temple of Doom, they're not in the canon no more. No, because that's just the way it is. Well, not to you, not to me. Sorry. But anyway, I've gone on long enough. So, thank you guys for tuning in to me venting and yelling and cursing on this fucking puto de carajo de the fucking gente in Hollywood. That's all. But thank you all for tuning in, and bottom of my heart and whatnot. You all take it easy and have a good night. See you all later. What the fuck?